Hi, library friends, and welcome to Overdue Conversations with the Library Ladies. I'm Lonnie Smith, WCPL's Outreach Manager.
And I'm Kylie Lumdar, WCPL Marketing and PR Manager.
This is your cozy corner for books, brews, and all the buzz from our favorite place to read, learn, and connect, the Williams County Public Library.
So grab your coffee or your drink and settle in and join us for today's stories and events. Now, we are going to be talking about a very cool partnership program that you are actually helping out with, Lonnie.
Yes, thank you to the Bryan Area Parks and Rec. We have teamed up this year for a super fun story time at the Bryan pools.
Yes.
So it's going to be happening both in June and again next month in July. So you're going to have an opportunity to have a story time at each of the pools. So both at East End and at Moore, both in June and July.
Yeah.
It sounds like a lot. It's not too much. It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, so the dates for June are June 8th at 1:50 p.m. at Moore Pool, and then June 11th also at 1:50 p.m. at East End Pool. And then check our calendar at mywcpl.org for the July dates.
Now, the reason for the odd time, normally our story times are at 10:30, but we chose the 1:50 time because that is the first break that the kids take at the pool. So that is why it's going to be at an odd time. And now we're not going to actually be inside the pool. So even if you and your children are not at the pool that day, you can come to story time because we're going to be in front of the pools in the shade. So at East End, they've got that grove of trees off to the side. We'll be there in the shade. We're going to have some quilts on the ground, so there's something soft to sit on.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, and then Libby Daniel, the children's librarian, she is choosing the books.
Okay.
So I put full faith in her.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, and then at Moore Pool, obviously they have that huge park, so we're going to be in the shade both places. So for a wonderful story time at 1:50 in the afternoon on June 8th and June 11th.
Yes. So you don't actually have to be swimming. You could just come out for story time. Or if you're just at the park, you could come over and hang out for a little bit.
And it's open to all ages. We'll have stories of various ages. So if there's little ones there, we will have picture books or we will have a little bit older stories. So children of all ages are welcome to come and listen.
That's awesome. I think this is such a fun partnership program.
We are really doing a lot with the parks this year. There's a lot more partnerships going on, so it's wonderful. We've made some friends over at the Parks Department, and now our schedules are lining up a little bit better, so we're able to partner more, and I look forward to the future. In fact, I like to help them plant flowers each year, so that was kind of how it started, as I went and helped plant flowers 3 years ago, and so now I've made friends. So thank you very much to the Bryan Area Parks and Rec.
Yes, Lonnie makes friends wherever she goes.
That's kind of my job, though.
Yes, that is. That is true.
If you have any opportunities for partnerships with the library, please don't hesitate to reach out. You are welcome to email me at Lonnie, Loni, at mywcpl.org.
All right. So what are we drinking?
What are we drinking? What are we reading? So I'm dying to tell you.
Okay.
I'm rereading Nancy Drew #1.
Ooh, The Secret of the Old Clock?
The Secret, yes!
I know my Nancy Drew.
Yes, I am rereading The Secret of the Old Clock with my husband because he has never read a Nancy Drew book.
Oh, wow.
Of course not. But he is willing to listen to it and read it with me. So we are going on a little Nancy Drew adventure together.
That is awesome. I have a couple of the old Nancy Drew books on my shelves because I collect them if I find them to read with my daughter Emery. We're currently doing the Laura Ingalls Wilder series, but I do think that we're going to be going into some Nancy Drew sometime in the next couple months because we're already on the long winter with Laura Ingalls, so we're pretty far in the series.
Have you ever tried any of the Nancy Drew diaries?
Yes, but I read them. I remember reading those.
Yeah, I didn't even try those until I started working at the library, but I've read a lot of the original series, so I wanted a new story. I don't particularly care for the Nancy Drew diaries. I'm just going to say I'm old school.
Yeah.
I'm just going to stick with what I like.
Wait, is the Nancy Drew diaries... Is that the graphic novels?
There are graphic novels and there are Nancy Drew Diaries novels.
Yes, okay. Making sure. I have read some of the Nancy Drew Diaries. I have not read any of the graphic novels yet.
I read the Nancy Drew Diaries, the Christmas special one. It was fine.
Yeah.
But I like the older ones.
Yeah. That and the Hardy Boys.
I've never read a Hardy Boy.
Oh, you need what?
I know. It's going on my TBR, I guess, but I've never read not one.
Okay, no. If you read the old school here, Hardy Boys, so you need to get the blue cover, just like Nancy Drew has the yellow.
Okay.
So you need to get the blue one.
Well, when I was
Start
reading
there.
Nancy Drew, boys had
Start there.
cooties, so
Well,
I'll read them now.
yeah. No, my brother would read them, and then I would get done with my Nancy Drew, and then so I just grab Hardy Boys.
Sorry, side note here. Did you watch the Hardy Boys TV show on Disney?
I have not, but you know what I did watch? The 1970s Hardy Boys show that also had Nancy Drew in it.
I've never seen that gem, but no, the TV show on Disney is actually fabulous. Yeah. Their brothers are great. So
The 70s show is actually amazing too. They look amazing with their hair. It's all fluffy. And Nancy Drew is like, they're really good. It's a good spotlight.
okay, I'll try it.
Yeah, you would like it.
Okay.
You would like it for sure. Anyway, that was a little bit of random rant, but
It's who we are.
yes, we love that here.
That's right.
So I'm currently reading Silver Elite by Danny Francis, which is a dystopian romance.
Okay.
Very good. My friends have been like telling me, well, first off, I told my friends to read this book. So they read the book and then I didn't read it. And then they're like, Kylie, what are you doing?
What are you
have
doing?
to
You made us read this.
book."
You have to read this.
Yeah. And book 2 just came out. So they were on me again. I was like, okay, I'm going to read it because I got book 2 in a book haul that I just did.
Oh.
Yes. Not that I need a ton more books, but there have been a lot coming out.
Well, what all did you get?
Okay, so I got Broken Dove, which is the second book to Silver Elite. And then I got the second book in the Adventures of Amina El Sarafi by Shannon Chakraborty, which I can't think of the name right now. But Shannon Chakraborty is an amazing fantasy author. She wrote the Daevabad trilogy. And so the Amina El Sarafi storyline is about pirates, which you know I love.
You do.
I do. So this second book I've been waiting for 2 years to get.
Oh my goodness.
I know. And it finally came in. I was like, thank goodness.
I can't believe you're at work today.
I know. Responsibilities.
I know. Isn't it a shame?
And then I got another copy of Starside because I finished that book and I think it's my favorite book of the year so far.
Now, that's the one you were talking about before, right?
Yes, by Alex Astor.
Yes, that one is definitely on my to be read list because you made it sound so good.
It's so like fast paced, but what I love about it is one, there's a quest that is like I love a quest book. Enemies to lovers, like actual enemies.
Ooh.
Yeah, actual enemies. And then, but there's so many like magical places that they go on their quest, and it's just described so well. And you know, I love like a fairy tale setting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like a lot like Once Upon a Broken Heart, but with a lot more danger and adventure. And it's very good. Like I said, I think it's my top rated 2026.
That's a tall order.
I did.
And we're not even halfway through the year yet. So we'll see at the end of the year if that one's still your favorite.
Yes.
Yeah, that one sounded so good as you were describing it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think, and then I also got Light Lark by the same author, Alex Astor.
Okay.
So I think that was it for the book haul.
So if you're going to weed any of your books out of your bookshelf to make room for these new.
Yeah, I do need to make room for sure. My shelves are getting very full.
See, then that works perfect. So you can just bring those to Brian and put them in the little free libraries around town.
Yes, I love bringing books to the little free library. I like to go on walks by the amphitheater, and I will leave some there. But I can also bring you some too.
I think the one by the amphitheater gets the most traffic, absolutely, because it's the one that usually needs the most put back in when I'm out filling them. But there is also one at the YMCA. YMCA here in Bryan. So there's one right by their front door, and there's also one at the East End pool right by the door to the school. Their little school room that they have there. That's where the other little free library is. And anytime people are going through their books, if you find some that are in good condition that you want to share with other people, and maybe there's only a couple, so you think, well, I don't really want to donate just 2. Take them to the little free libraries. Lots of people utilize them every single day, so there's usually room to put a couple more in.
I actually just went on a vacation up to Holland. We went a little while ago to go to the Tulip Festival.
Ooh.
And we stayed at like this cabin that was close to Lake Michigan, and there was a little free library. I found a book that has been on my list, and it was basically in brand new condition.
Yeah, you never know what I'm going to put in there.
Yeah.
And I'm not the only one that puts books in. I'm just the one in charge of them. So So I
Yeah.
check every month. In the summer times, I try to go twice a month because they do get used more.
Yes.
But they are located, they're also on maps. So if you go to littlefreelibraries.org, we are on their national map, so you can find them that way
That's
as well.
awesome. And you do a great job keeping them stocked.
Well, I try. I think it's a really great service that we provide, and it's such a kind thing, on a Sunday afternoon to walk through and just grab a new book. I think it's
Yeah.
wonderful, and I love to serve the community even on my days off.
I love that.
So yeah, it's just something that keeps giving in this town, and I go out about once a month. If you do see that they need stocked or need attention, you are welcome to reach out to the library, and I will get to them as soon as I can. But I do try to check on them at least monthly.
That's great. And, be like me, going on vacation and finding a book.
I love taking things on vacation with me, especially entertainment that you can do quietly.
Yes.
Or relatively quietly, because you're usually in a car or a hotel room with more of your family members.
Yep.
So I like to stop by Little Free Libraries or just the library and get a book to read. I'm always a book girl. But I know that we have some really cool other options for people to take on
do.
vacation with them.
Yeah. So, especially like as a parent, one thing that I love that we offer as a service, they are called Playaway launch pads. So they are like these little tablets. And they have like an orange case, and they're preloaded with games, I think some like short stories, and it's very specifically themed. So it's all educational. So like science, math, history, anything like that. And you don't need Wi-Fi.
Oh,
And yeah, you
okay.
don't need Wi-Fi to use them. And that's what I love, because you can just check it out from the library, take it on vacation, and then your child is entertained for,
Entertained with educational materials
exactly.
too.
Yeah.
So it's not just YouTube videos. It's
Mhm.
actual educational things. That's wonderful. And these
Yeah.
are available at all of our branches.
Mhm.
And each branch has a different set of them. So if you don't see something that you want at Edgerton, you can try Brian. You can try. We have different ones.
And you can always look on our catalog and place a hold
Yeah.
if there is a specific one that you would like in. But yes, I definitely recommend for summertime, check out the Playaway launch pads.
And while we're talking playaways, if you like audiobooks
Mhm.
and you maybe don't want to have it on your phone, playaways are wonderful
They are.
for audiobooks because it's like a iPod that has a book on it. So it's a container that has this big and it has the whole book on it, and you just throw your headphones into it and
Yep,
go.
it's
So
preloaded.
yeah.
Again, you don't need any Wi-Fi. It's a great option for
Or you can
for what,
auxiliary
all
jacket into
ages?
your car. Yeah, we
Yeah.
have them for all ages. We have some in the children's department. We have some
Mhm.
upstairs in fiction, and we have some that are nonfiction. So really, if that's something that you like, there's a playaway for that as well.
Yes, there is. All right. Well, we have talked about some really great things today.
Well, the Williams County Public Library is amazing.
It
So we
is.
always have wonderful things to share with you.
Going right into
The lightning round. Okay, go on a dino hunt adventure at Pioneer Branch Library on Monday, June 8th at 1 p.m. Create your own explorer gear, including a personalized backpack and water bottle. Then, set off on an exciting dinosaur adventure hunt around the library to find a mysterious egg for kids and teens.
take part in the local history and genealogy chat on Monday, June 8th at 4 p.m. at the local history center. Speak with other local history enthusiasts as we explore our community's past through stories, photos, and discussion. Open to all.
Go on a nature walk with the West Unity Branch Library on Wednesday, June 10th at 1 p.m. Library Assistant Lacey will lead the walk and scavenger hunt to and from Wabash Park. Meet at the library. Kids must be accompanied by an adult or have adult permission to participate.
Magic Man Rusty will be at the Eden Branch Library on Wednesday, June 10th at 3:30 p.m. 1 part comedy, 1 part magic, and 37 parts audience participation. The Dimension of Illusion is a time-tested, tried and true way to put the icing on this summer reading program. Open to all ages.
Fort Wayne Science Central will be visiting the Stryker Branch Library on Thursday, June 11th at 11 a.m. for the program What's the Matter? Take part in unforgettable science experiments.
Stuff your own caveman wolf pet at the Edgerton Branch Library on Friday, June 12th at 11 a.m. and decorate a shirt for your cuddly wolf pup. Register to attend. This program is made possible in part by the Institute of Museum and Library Services grant.
Bryan Made Library will hold Pokemon Club on Fridays in June and July at 3 p.m. for kids and teens. Learn to play the Pokemon trading card game, get creative with crafts, and take part in casual battles and team challenges. Open to all skill levels. This week's meeting will be on June 12th. Thank you so much for joining us for this episode of Overdue Conversations. Stay tuned for the next one.